I think we actually might have just seen the worst call in the entire history of sport. And, like, this is a shock that it is actually not DiJonai Carrington committing a flagrant foul. DiJonai Carrington got flagrantly fouled.
DiJonai Carrington is quickly becoming one of the most controversial figures in the WNBA, and after the recent matchup between the Dallas Wings and Golden State Valkyries, her reputation just took another major hit. For weeks, she's been at the center of drama, but this time, the backlash hit hard, and the timing couldn't have been more perfect. After all the chaos she stirred, Carrington finally got a taste of her own medicine. And fans are calling it the most satisfying moment of the 2025 season so far. If you're a believer in instant karma,
DiJonai, you're always in a dirty play. DiJonai, once again, here we are today. Oh, DiJonai.
all season long, WNBA officiating has been under fire, but Carrington appeared to be untouchable, avoiding the blatant calls that players like Caitlin Clark were getting slammed with week after week. But that streak came to a crashing halt during the matchup against Golden State, when for the first time, the ref's notorious inconsistency was aimed squarely at her. And just like that, the script flipped.
So the ball gets swung, Janelle Salon shoots the ball. It's coming out. So, DiJonai Carrington is just shielding the ball out of bounds. She's just shielding the ball out of bounds, as you do. And Tiffany Hayes tackles her to the ground.
With under 2 minutes left and Dallas down by 3, Janelle Saloon fired a deep shot that clanged off the rim, sparking a wild scramble for the rebound. Carrington chased the loose ball but made the smart play, letting it roll out of bounds to secure possession for her team. It was a veteran move, calm and calculated. But chaos followed. Tiffany Hayes, charging down the court like a runaway train, slammed into Carrington from behind at full speed. Both players went crashing to the floor. It looked like a textbook foul, reckless, high-speed contact from behind with no attempt to slow down.
Hayes does not look nor play like she's 35. Okay, she be bringing it to them girls each and every night. She got that, acting like that face harness, okay, like to protect her face, her eyes, her nose, whatever that is. She be look like a dominatrix to me. I be like, bro, who is that? She looks like, it's giving Scarecrow, or like a Black Raven vibe, okay, like a hawk. And she looks like a bird of prey, okay? And that's how she plays. She plays like a bird of prey, while the other girls on the court are just worms to her, okay? They are bird food, because she be cooking and eating everybody.
And yet, unbelievably, the refs called the foul on Carrington. That's right, she was literally standing still, having backed off the play, and still got slapped with the whistle. The reaction was instant and unanimous, pure disbelief. Even those who usually can't stand Carrington were left stunned, asking the same question: what kind of twilight zone were these officials operating in?
And was able to draw a foul. I'm like, what is this? I mean, she almost deleted freaking DiJonai. I thought, like, I was really gravely concerned for DiJonai Carrington's life and health. I'm like, did y'all not just see Tiffany Hayes just throw her body up against her and slam her to the ground? This is crazy. Literally slammed her. DiJonai Carrington got pushed into a freaking old white man's lap because of Tiffany Hayes jumping on her like she ain't got no sense.
Here's where everything flipped, and karma came knocking. Usually, when a call this terrible goes down, fans are quick to rise up, defending the wrong player and torching the refs for their incompetence. But this time, this wasn't just any player. It was DJ Carrington. And instead of outrage, the internet lit up with applause. The reaction was swift, brutal, and brutally honest. Fans weren't mad, they were satisfied. The message couldn't have been clearer, she had it coming.
Skylar's going down for a fast break layup. DiJonai winds up and smacks her across the head, and Skylar is on the ground having a hard time getting up. But this was something where people are saying, okay, DiJonai, this is happening a little bit too much for my liking. These hard fouls, these reckless plays are happening a little bit too much. And I want to show you guys one more play that was also in that game that actually injured Gabby Williams. Now, if you watch here, Gabby Williams is going up for a little mid-range jumper. DiJonai jumps to try to block her, and she comes down to where Gabby Williams doesn't have enough landing space. So she lands in her landing space, and then Gabby Williams rolls her ankle.
The comment section wasn't mourning, it was throwing a party. Fans who'd watched Carrington poke Caitlin Clark in the eye, rack up cheap fouls, and play the league villain were now watching her get a taste of her own medicine. Comments like, "Karma finally caught up with her," and "now she knows what Caitlyn's been going through" flooded the feed. It wasn't just justice, it was poetic. The moment didn't just level the score. It slammed down on her reputation like a poster dunk.
That call on DiJonai when Tiffany literally flew over her. Wild. And then if you saw Paige's face when it was like, I think like 55 seconds left on the clock or something like that, and the coach was like giving them the next play. Bruh.
The reaction was so overwhelmingly one-sided, it became a story in itself. Even though Carrington was clearly the victim of a blown call, almost no one cared. The public had already made up their minds about her. That's the price of building your image on cheap shots and bad sportsmanship. When the tables finally turn, there's no sympathy waiting. Her reputation had come full circle, and now she was facing the fallout of the chaos she created.
So once again, DiJonai Ratchet as Carrington is back at it again, being the dirty player that she is, man. So now we're pulling players to the floor by their hair. But what did we tweet earlier this week, everybody? Y'all fans swear I'm such a dirty player. I'm so over this narrative. But I just play hardest and I just make a play on the ball. And I'm tired of people calling me a dirty player.
Honestly, calling it one of the worst foul calls of the year might still be an understatement. Carrington did everything right. She backed off the scramble, kept her position, and never initiated contact. Meanwhile, Hayes came charging in like a runaway train and completely leveled her. And somehow, the whistle went against Carrington. It was so ridiculous that even Golden State Valkyries fans, the ones who benefited, were visibly uncomfortable. Dallas supporters were furious, and for good reason. That blown call robbed the Wings of a crucial possession in a close game. Instead, the Valkyries took advantage of the chaos and stretched the lead to win by 10. But the real headline wasn't the score, it was the jaw-dropping officiating blunder that left everyone stunned.
Instead is Dallas ball. But do you know what another referee called? So one says it's Dallas ball. Another referee, as you can see right here. Salon miss. Valkyrie's rebound. Apparently Tiffany Hayes got the rebound. And DiJonai fouled Tiffany Hayes. Apparently, Tiffany Hayes got the rebound and got fouled by jumping on DiJonai Carrington.
What made the moment so perfectly ironic was that it happened to DJ Carrington, the same player who spent the entire season dodging accountability. This is the woman who poked Caitlin Clark in the eye on national television and walked away, without even a technical. The one whose flagrant fouls kept getting mysteriously downgraded, who stirred up on-court chaos that needed referee intervention, and still somehow avoided real consequences. But this time, the tables finally turned. After months of dishing it out, she had to take some back, and on one of the most...
As everyone else is seeing this angle, I'm calling her in, and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
The truth is, fans should be outraged over a blown call, regardless of who it happens to. If the WNBA wants to be taken seriously, it has to show that fairness applies to everyone, even the players fans love to hate. But Carrington's case made it clear, we're not there yet. Instead of calling for better officiating, fans watched with satisfaction as karma finally caught up to her. And that reveals a much deeper issue. Carrington didn't just take the fall for one bad play, she became the symbol of years of frustration. Her reckless, often dangerous style of play, paired with the league's failure to hold her accountable, made her the perfect target for public resentment. To many, she represents a broader WNBA problem, the lack of real consequences. And when that kind of reputation goes unchecked, it's no surprise fans cheer a bad call instead of criticizing it. But make no mistake, that's a warning sign. When justice becomes optional and fan frustration outweighs fairness,
Is this? Look! Pulling players to the floor by their hair is not making plays on the ball. This is not basketball. WNBA. When is she gonna get fined, suspended or kicked out of the league for this reckless behavior. This is the 4th incident. The Lynx incident, taking out Ariel Atkins, taking out Skylar Diggins, and now the LA Sparks. When is it gonna stop, man? When is accountability gonna be taken for her being the dirty player and ratchet that she is?
Usually, when a player gets screwed by the refs, there's an unspoken rule. The basketball world rallies behind them. Social media lights up with outrage, analysts break down the footage, and the moment becomes a case study in how bad officiating is damaging the league. But when it happened to Jane Carrington, silence, worse than silence. The dominant reaction was, she had it coming. And that says everything about how little goodwill she's earned around the WNBA. When fans are more entertained by your misfortune than outraged by a blatant injustice, you've officially entered villain status. It's not just a reflection on Carrington, it's a warning sign that fans are starting to lose trust in the league's ability to apply the rules fairly, no matter who's on the court.
And she ends up getting Shepard in the face, the nose. I don't know which takes precedent. Oh, see, it's the hit the ball and then it's the pull back. They're showing it on the Jumbotron at a different angle that sort of looked like, watch after Carrington goes for the block, watch her pull back right here. And that's the part that I don't know if you separate that. Do you separate that?
From a pure basketball standpoint, this moment exposed serious cracks in the foundation. When a single blown call can swing a tight game and impact the playoff race, it raises a tough question. How can fans trust the outcomes at all? If talent, teamwork, and strategy can be overshadowed by referee mistakes, the legitimacy of the WNBA itself starts to wobble. And if you're trying to push the league into the mainstream, moments like this can't be brushed off. The fact that fans celebrated a blatantly bad call, not because it was right, but because they didn't like the player, should have been a wake-up call. That wasn't just a viral moment, it was a red flag. The WNBA's credibility is on thin ice, and everyone watching knows it.so. What now for DJ Carrington? This wasn't just another headline. This was a turning point. Her reputation took a major hit, and not just in the public eye. Around the league, questions are swirling about how she's perceived by teammates, opponents, and the system that's
doesn't matter how many times DiJonai Carrington wants to get on her social media and want to claim that she's the victim and that she's not a dirty player. The league has rescinded fouls. Yeah, the league's rescinding flagrant fouls on you because it's run by a bunch of cowards. They're flagrant fouls, they're dirty plays, they're trashy plays. Someone's going to get very physically injured. At this point, DiJonai Carrington, forget about it. You won't beat these allegations.